come on. Get on. Ready, shot. Ready, shot. Alpha. 44. Ready. Alpha. Ready. Alpha.
It's week 15 of the National Football.
The Dolphins offense working on a 3-game winning streak as they start. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get this to about the 38. The Dolphins sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first first down. They'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to break. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Tua now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown in the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this evening. And out come the Dolphins now. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt, that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Wilson snags it left side. And he's going to be taken down. Remember, he needed 4 yards, and 4 yards is going to be what he gets as they do convert here on 4th down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Looking to pass. Tua. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. Caught by Wilson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
All right, fellas, listen up.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way. On first down, Tagovailoa. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on, 3, yeah.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good, his guys. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take... Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Yeah.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Tua with a throw brought in by Hill. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Bryce Hall there defensively.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On second down, Tua. And to the left side here, Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their...
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 35-yard line. 176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
21G. Ready.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll find the row here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all through. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed in a tight game.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Gets past 1 man. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Now second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw is Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good.
You're rolling now, boys.
It's Week 16 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Cowboys and the Dolphins. All that.
The Dolphins offense winners of 4 in a row now as they get going here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Dolphins had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll get this down to the 38. This defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there. And that Miami set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 41. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got some space here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Now Tua. He completes it to Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua going right back to Wilson. Tua to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the 1st half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Justin Houston who got him down. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
But they certainly aren't letting up today.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again.
They're right here.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to roam now. And he gets it down to the 32. 149 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
In motion left is a running back. Two and now, 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Hankins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a... There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Get set. Get on. Get set. Ready, set. Slide. Out with that. All right, come on. Out with that. Out with that. Ready, set. Set. 44. Ready. Set. Ready. Set. Out with that. Ready. Get on, set. Set. Get on, set. Get safe. Go ahead. Ready, set. Hey, get set. Out with that. All right. Out with that. All right. Out with that. You're right here. Cut.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features Marlon Humphrey. He enters this week approaching 50 tackles for the year. It's the...
The Dolphins offense set to go. Down 7-0. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's say 200 plus.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Dolphins at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. Well, sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
So now here come the Dolphins. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. That'll go as a pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right, let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really... Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a handoff as they run left side. But he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 107 yards on the ground for him so far.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Now a toss here, short side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the get?
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Tua now on first down. Caught by Wilson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They run a draw here on second down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Tua going to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Tua to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the Ravens 10-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll try again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Now Tua on the bootleg here. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense.
Get set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. First throw of the OT session for Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Miami set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation. Now's their time.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Meanwhile, his throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that block. That's big time.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about it.
Look, I ain't trying to lose again next week.
Ready. Set. Go ahead. Ready. Ready, set. Out with that. Out with that. Out with that. Ready. Set. Go ahead. Set. Get set. Set. Get set. Out with that. Fine. Get on that. Set. All right, come on. Get on that. Ready, set.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Dolphins and the Bills. All that and more coming up next.
The Dolphins offense on the field now, down 3-0 here.
Ready, set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week, and they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him, over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready to stand. Out.
On play action, here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The Dolphins at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. These 2 teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball, and that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Miles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be...
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the 1st half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well, the Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's...
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 83 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the cover.
Miami set to take over.
All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
It's brought in by Wilson.
Holding offense.
Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 38. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the... Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Welcome to Mdn24. We're here today because our guy Cap Welcome to Mdn24. The year-end awards are in, and despite what Chan thought, our guy Cap was named Rookie of the Year.
I've had some questions about Cap, but this is a well-deserved award. He balled out all season. My doubt was put to sleep. Fred, you was right.
I know I was.
Welcome to Mdn24. The year to MaddenCast. The year-end awards are in, and despite what Chan thought, our guy Cap was named Rookie of the Year.
I've had some questions about Cap, but this is a well-deserved award.